Hello, this is Mark Rath from C.O.R.E Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Happy to bring you the last video in the core dynamic stretching routine series of number 3. Now, the last few weeks I've been outlining series 1 and series 2, and during that time, people have asked me questions on how often and how I should do 1, 2, and 3. Well, I would say if you're trying to increase range of motion, you're going to need to do these daily, alternating between 1, 2, and 3. Now, make sure that you're ready for doing number 3, because number 3 is actually quite complicated and it's highly advanced, so take your time in getting into these. Again, if you can't breathe during your range of motion and through your stretching, you don't own that position. That position owns you. So breathe easy, relax, comfortable range of motion stretch. You want to feel the stretch, but if you're holding your breath in constant pain, neurologically your brain is going to fight that new position and you're not going to be able to gain any functional range of motion. So make sure that you're not overstretching, because that's either going to hurt you or not help you, and it's not the most effective, efficient way to gain range of motion. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video coming up. Again, it's more advanced, so take your time to build into routine stretching 3. Dynamic series stretching number 3.
The first stretch of the core dynamic series of stretching 3 is the alternating frog stretch. Now, this is a great hamstring stretch with a closed chain kinematic system. Assume the position in the video, either palm down or fist down, and gently extend one leg at a time. Now you can see I have a little hyperextension naturally at the knee, and that's not necessarily something that you should strive for, but that's my natural given range of motion. Aim for 10 times per side, nice and gently. The next stretch is the Shaolin side squat. Be sure the side that you're squatting towards, the heel stays down. Foot goes up on the opposite side, and use your body weight to sink into the stretch. Again, this is not for people who have bad knees or bad balance. Make sure you do it nice and gradually, and it should be quite a good adductor and hip opening stretch. 10 times per side, nice and slow. Stretch number 3 is called the twisted lizard. Now this is one of my all-time favorites, not only because it sounds really cool, is because it's a great rotational hip flexor and hip stretch. 10 times per side, sink down into it, and make sure you do both sides. Again, this is much more difficult than it looks. Make sure you come onto the outside of the foot that is down in that squat position and rotate throughout. The next stretch is called the Crucifix stretch. Now, assume the position again in the video and aim to bring your toes towards your hands out at 90 degrees. You can see I have a little bit of tightness in my upper thoracic spine and my chest because I'm coming up just a tad at the end, but strive for 10 times each side and keeping a flat upper body. Rotate nice and evenly throughout and make sure you keep a neutral lumbar spine. The final stretch of the series is called the scorpion stretch. Assume the position in the video, which is the exact opposite of the crucifix stretch, and gently bring up your foot towards your feet, just as before, except now you are in the prone position. 10 times per side, try to get that foot flat, and try to keep your upper body as flat as possible. You can see here I'm coming up just a little bit on each side through some thoracic and chest tightness. Nice and gentle. This is a great stretch and not a beginning stretch at all.
I hope you enjoyed the core dynamic stretching series volumes 1, 2, and 3. They're very advanced. Take their time. Make sure you take your time to get into those gradually. They will make you faster, stronger, a better athlete with better balance in no time flat. Now, coming up in the next week or 2, I will have an upper body dynamic warm-up video and a stretching video and some more dynamic sports related warm-up videos as well, and I will also do a foam rolling series to boot. So hope you stay tuned for those, and from C.O.R.E Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, my name is Mark Rathjen. Until the next time, reminding you to stay fit, stay active, and of course, stay healthy.